Hi, I'm Chani, and I'd like to show you how I use activities in 4.6. At the top of my screen, I have this activity bar plasmoid on its own panel. I find this is a really easy way to switch activities, because I just have to jam my mouse up to the top of the screen and click the one I want. It works best if you only have 3 to 5 activities open at a time. If you have too many, then it gets hard to find the right one. Now, for all my other activities, of which I have many, I'm trying out a new plasmoid by Abdurrahman. This is a little pop-up applet that you can put in your panel. As you can see, it shows all the activities. It's a little rough and buggy at the moment, but it looks really promising, so you might want to try it out. Of course, we still have the old full-featured built-in UI. And this, I've changed the keyboard shortcut to be the home button on my laptop. It makes it a little easier to launch. Anyways, within my activities, I have 3 virtual desktops. I have a main one, a secondary one, and a third for cross-activity stuff. We're actually on desktop 2 right now, which I try to keep as clean as possible, not just to look at the pretty wallpaper. I tend to do testing here and use apps that are better off having a desktop to themselves, like maybe the GIMP. On desktop 1, I have my main work area. So for programming activities, this will have an editor and a console and some documentation. And for school, it'll have whatever homework I'm working on. For different activities that don't sort of fit that model, like say fun, what do I have here? I have card games and RSS feeds. And the card game is actually an example of something I have on 2 activities at once right now, because it actually applies to both of them. Anyways, on desktop 3, we have my RSC client and Kmail and things like that that apply to all of the activities and can be a little distracting at times, especially since they don't yet have activity features, so I can't filter out all these off-topic mail photos. So this is also where I'm most likely to go off-topic. Now, if I open some off-topic link and I have it open for a few minutes and then close it, then whatever, who cares what activity it's on. But if it sticks around for a while, eventually it's going to get in my way and get annoying, and then I'll try and send it to the right activity. This one, I think it's been open for a week already, so we should send it to the right place. Now, sometimes, I don't know where Markov models really belong here. So, when I can't decide where to put it, usually I just put it in this miscellaneous activity. And that's become a dumping ground for all sorts of interesting links that I want to read later. Now, there's one more thing I want to show you that's not something I'm using at the moment, but it's something that I will definitely be using as soon as I'm back in school full-time, and that's the template system. Now, we actually had a Google Code-In student help us out and create a few templates for 4.6, so you can download these from Get Hot New Stuff here. And there's 3 of them available. What these are just little snippets of JavaScript. They're really easy to make, and they'll set up an activity with a default set of widgets. And if I wasn't running Screencast software, this would be a lot faster. There we go. You can see I have all sorts of things here by default. And when I go back to school, I'll be making a custom one that has what I tend to use. Hopefully in 4.7 we'll have a tool so that people can auto-generate them themselves and not have to understand JavaScript. Anyways, that's how I use activities. It's not the only way to use them, but if it works for me, it might work for you. So go and play with them and see what works.